Okay. Any questions for Emily? We'll just open it up. We'll open it up. Any questions?
How long did that take you to do?
Mentally or physically? Mentally, a week.
Okay.
Physically, probably a couple of hours. Wrote it this morning. You know, telling the story's easy. Adding all the natural laws and interpreting it.
So next month, we need to pass out, we've got laminated cards for the 12 principles to
That'd be
life
great.
mastery.
Yeah.
And so when people see visually and
Sure.
they can touch and feel it, take it home, that would be really, really powerful.
Okay.
Next month, what we'll do in the 3 segments is actually break down into group leaders. And the group leaders will take it and what's the 3 DNA people, DNA for business, DNA for life, and apply it to your biggest challenge. And so we'll be assigning group leaders, so you may be asked to be a group leader. And then individuals that around your table, you would help them to apply specifically what is being taught. And so it's great to hear the stories, it's great to hear the insights and the wisdoms and all of that, but often we don't follow through with what is being taught. And so we'll do that next month. So if you're asked to be a group leader, make sure that you're bringing people to help lead, okay? You'll be able to do that, and we'll give you more direction on that.
Excellent. So we're going to have time of Q&A, and I'm going to invite my good friend Nancy to come on up and do that. Give it up for Nancy.
So Dawn sent me an email a couple days ago and said, would you mind doing the Q&A? And I said, well, you know, I sort of understand the systems, or maybe not, but what the heck, I'll try. So questions, please. Mark.
How do we best take like everything, I mean, it's like drinking out of a fire hose. So how do we take these things and apply them to our biggest challenges, the problems we have in life, and then really follow through, you know, in a solid way over the next month, so when we come back next month, we'll have something to share on that we actually applied. How do we best do that?
Well, that's a great question. That was one of my questions last night. I asked with Steve, follow through. And what was my biggest challenge? What did I want to accomplish when I was here? And I said, follow through. And Steve was great. He told me this basketball story. Whoever saw Hoosiers, it's with Gene Hackman. And it was very interesting how he kind of put it together, how the basketball player is learning, and actually in the movie, they're just kind of acting it out in their minds and actually seeing as the ball goes up into the air, they actually see it approaching the hoop. They're hearing it swish around and then come plunk into the hoop and making a point or two. So that was pretty cool. And we talked more about it. And then this morning, Alan said to me, he said, yeah, follow through, yeah, but really what you need is you need vision. You need to figure out where you're going. And you really need to finish that. I mean, I have my vision circle, and I believe that that's going to be a continuum. It's always going to be evolving and changing. And I brought it with me. But I think until I really understand what my vision is, I can't really move forward into the follow-through.
So maybe a number of new people, maybe they would benefit from you sharing on how you put your vision circle together, your passion and vision circle, and then how are you connecting your life vision and your passions into doing a lot of times the things that we don't enjoy doing, we're not good at doing, but those things have to be done to achieve your vision. How are you doing that on a day-to-day basis?
Okay, can I go get my questions?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So when I was here back in December, I was seated next to Mark. He said, "Here, sit next to me." And I said, "Okay." And then Emily sat next to me, and he said, "I think you guys need to talk." And he said, "How you come with your vision circle?" I said, "No, I'm not. You know, it's not coming together." He said, "Just sit next to me, and I'll write down. I'll just give you a whole list of stuff." So that's what he did. He did give me a whole list of things, and so I kind of looked at it, and I kind of put it to the side. I have an office at home, and I looked at it here. And we have a Saturday meeting. We have a call with Mark that we do. It's a great call that we have if anybody wants to participate. It's only supposed to be a half an hour, but it usually ends. We usually have about 3 hours going into this call, which is terrific. We cover a lot of territory. And so I keep this with me. When I sit down every Saturday, I have this next to me, what Mark had said. So I still hadn't done the vision circle. And so Alan, we have a sales force. We have 3 people. And we have a Monday meeting. So there was 5 of us. And Alan said, "Okay, we're going to do a passion, called the passion circle." And he gave us 15 minutes to do it. And of course, I knew about it ahead of time. So I kind of cheated, and I did some of it. I did it ahead of time. So, but I read what Mark had said to me, and I'll read out what Mark had written down. He said, "Done right, consideration, thoughtful insight, deep thought, helping people, develop people, overcoming hurt and pain, accuracy and systems." And I said, "Really? Really? Helping people?" I never thought that I was people. I said to myself, I'm not sure about this. So I put this to the side, but it was always there. And when Alan said it, I said, "Okay." So these are the things. So what you do, I'm sure a lot of you have already done this. You write down things that you're passionate about, and then you kind of compose, kind of pull it all together. And so I had Alan as number 1 at the top, because he has taught me a lot. He's my teacher in many ways. My father, who has been my teacher for all my life. My family, my sisters. Realizing that helping others and connections is really critical. Understanding the truth, and Alan has really brought me to that. So as Mark has helped me tremendously in desiring that. I grew up in a singing family. My father is a singer, and my mother used to have a record player in the kitchen. I don't know if some people my age, maybe Emily remembers that, but that was a big thing. You had a record player in the kitchen, and we had Frank Sinatra, and we had everybody, right? Perry Como, right there. And I would perform when I was in the kitchen. I wanted to be an actress when I grew up. History. My father brought that to me. Learning history buff. I always go to all the monuments, went across country. So history, literature, he also brought that to me. Good friends, very important. Good friends, people that you can connect with. Water, mountains, open land, villages, outdoors, sunrises, sunsets. Nature and animals, composing music. I used to play piano when I was a kid, and I didn't practice very much. It was always in the basement. It was always kind of cold and crummy. But I always liked music, and I always wanted to play guitar when I was younger, too. So I brought the music back. One of our clients actually gave me a piano when and he said, "Have you ever got that piano, Nancy?" I said, "Nope." He said, "Well, you're going to get one." I said, so I play piano now. I try to play every night. So I like to compose music, and I like to learn new pieces. And then music. So, so thinking about, those are my outside lists. And so I said, okay, how do I put this all together? And it was just really words. And it starts with nature, because I feel that's where it starts. So it's nature, then it begins with, then it flows to creating, then it's connecting everything in your life, people, anything, everything.